Welcome into Black and Gold Insider. This is the show where we get to know the members of the Black and Gold a little bit better. I am Max Bretos, and today, as you know, we have an Asian global superstar. We actually have two. It's not just Sung Hyun Min. We have Adrian Wibowo. We'll get into the specifics about that. We're very proud of what this young man has been able to achieve. How are things going today, Adrian?
I'm doing very well, Max. I'm very excited to be here.
Good answer. Good start. And Adrian has been playing with LAFC too, and he's been making the roster there for the senior team. A very interesting story to tell. Plays as a forward, plays as a winger as well. And we want to get to know you a little bit, Adrian, because you have your LA ties, which we're very proud about. Tell us about where you're from.
I'm from LA, born and raised my whole life, mostly in Hollywood.
Mostly in Hollywood?
Yeah, that's where I live.
Hollywood proper, not in North Hollywood?
No, right where the stars are at.
Tell us the streets. Where are the streets? Where would Adrian kick? Where would you kick a soccer ball around? We know Hollywood's packed.
I would go to my high school, Hollywood High School before, and that's like my only place around me.
So you would be right there in the thick of it.
Yeah,
Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, Man's Chinese, all of that.
Yeah.
That's got to be a kick in the trousers. That just became, because that's like one of the most visited places in the world, and that's just home for you.
Yeah, that's just home for me.
You just point and look at the tourists and kind of go,
Yeah, it's a lot of things going on, especially the premieres and all like the red carpet and stuff. So a lot of things going on over there.
Ah, that's fun. So sometimes you would walk around and all of a sudden it's bonkers. And you're like, oh, the traffic. How do I get here from point A to point B? How was Hollywood High's soccer program?
I honestly don't know. I never played the soccer program over there, but
you just went to school there.
Yeah, I just went to school there.
So let's talk about the player. Well, how would you describe your playing style?
I like to run in behind the defense a lot, and of course finish goals, of course.
And soccer, obviously a big deal. How early did you? When was your first recollection of kicking a soccer ball?
When I was 7 years old, my dad trained me a lot.
And dad always playing, watching.
Oh, I'm the only one who plays soccer in my family.
So there was no pressure. There was like you saw soccer and you said I got into it, and then
my dad always told me when we used to go to this poinsettia park, and he saw me just kicking a ball one time, and all of a sudden he was like, "Man, I'm gonna play soccer with him," and then he just started training me from there on.
But it was just to spend time with his son.
Yeah, of course. And then
how did you see something? It's like, I'm kicking the ball with my son, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey man, this guy's.
I think my dad just saw potential in me, and then I just started getting better and better.
So when they saw that potential, what was the next step? They said, my son's got something here.
Yeah, he saw something, and then I went to this club called TFA, and it really helped develop me. And then we played against LAFC Academy, and then that's how I got scouted to LAFC.
They noticed you, and then what was that transition? So it was like, hey, they wanted you, right? They said, hey, you're going to come over. And when was that? How old were you?
It was much more professional than the other club, but they were both really fun, very fun.
How old were you when that happened?
I want to say like 12 years old. Yeah, right when Carlos Vela came, I was there with the academy.
Let's see, I'm doing the math here. So we're talking right when the team started, 2018 is when you joined the academy. And the academy was already going for a couple years, but before then, so you're not you're close.
The professional team, yeah.
So what was that like, the day-to-day for LAFC, their training, and how did that change young Adrian and what his daily routine would be like?
As I got older, the competition just became more competitive, and I have fun competing with all my teammates and everyone, and it's really helped me to where I am now.
Tell us about that, how it's helped your game, the fine-tuning, from where you're very raw to a guy. And look, the world is your oyster. You're starting to break through on the first team. You're playing on an international stage. I mean, stuff that probably sounded crazy a few years ago, but what did you see in your game that you said, okay, I'm getting good at this?
Yeah, as the higher you go, the higher level, it's just faster and faster decision making, and you really have to adapt every time you play and have to be consistent. And that's what I've been trying to develop in my game day by day.
What did the coaches say about where you should harness those skills? What are the things to focus on?
I think reading the game and the tactical, it's very important in the games that we need to play, because each game is different. So.
And that you say you play as a winger, you like to get in behind those defenses. LAFC likes to push an all-around player as well. How have you seen your all-around skills?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of positions this season, in my opinion, and it's really helped me to open up my game and to develop more and seeing all the other positions.
Who's your crew? Who are the guys you're closest with? As we go to LAFC training, you see the kids playing, and then it just seemed like a starting point. And now you're seeing guys making those breakthroughs, which we were told was going to happen, you included. But who's that crew of guys that you're close with?
I'm really close to one of the twos guys, Matt Evans. He's my guy. Adam Saldana. I love those guys.
Matt was on this show. Did he tell you about how great it is to be on Black and Gold Insider?
No, he actually never told me. He told me in an interview, but that was it. He said it was good.
His episode blew up too, because we talked about Guatemala. They love him here, much how the Indonesian public loves you. Best advice you got from someone in LAFC, something that was told to you by a coach or a teammate or a player that really stuck with you.
Something that really stuck with me is, after you make a mistake, is just move on to the next play. Like, that's what the most important thing is for me.
So LAFC, you're LAFC too. You're a big part of that development of that program. And one day coaches come up to you and say, hey, you're making the first team roster. Take us back to that. And what was that like? How did you get the news?
Well, before I signed my first team contract, I couldn't believe it. It was just so random for me. I was doing good in my 2 season, and then they called me upstairs and they're like, we're going to put you on the first team deal. And I was like super excited. And then they rostered me for the next game, and it was just amazing being there, seeing all the fans. It was a really good experience.
I'm sure phone call to dad, or you told the family. What was that like?
He was super happy, super excited for me.
He saw all the work, pain.
Yeah, that was a dream for my dad and me.
And this is, I mean, just think to have gone through that whole process for a guy from Hollywood High, Los Angeles, who has been there from the beginning to go there. You look back and go, that's got to be very satisfying, no?
Yeah, a lot of my high school friends are super proud of me too.
As they should.
Yeah.
Then you made some progress to the U.S. national team. What did they tell you about why they're including you in the youth ranks? Why were you a good fit? Why they're pursuing you?
I think they liked my mentality. I really like to get going. I was very energetic, and I got along and adapted with the guys pretty well.
What did you take away from that experience? Your first international experience?
The competition, for sure. It's very competitive over there. Everyone's trying to earn a spot, trying to play their games, and also the friendship and the people you experience over there. It's really fun as well, getting to meet new guys.
Every aspect of this is really competitive. Can you, just thousands of guys want to go. I've spoken to some scouts, and they'll say, like, they can watch a player in 5 minutes make a decision whether he has it. It's dog eat dog. So just being able to work through that, just reflecting on the competition, what helped get you through all of those moments where it was thousands of players to where now you're on a first team contract with a top MLS club?
For me, I like taking it day by day, and I don't like focusing on what other people's opinions and what they think. I just try to do my best and do what I need to do to help me succeed. Good.
And I just pointed it out, man, because this is hard. It's hard. And it's going to keep getting harder, but still just to cross those hurdles that you've done, you should pat yourself on the back, Adrian. You did good.
Thank you.
Okay, we gotta talk about the big one now.
Oh yeah.
Your eligibility to play your father's from Indonesia, correct?
Yeah, Surabaya.
So what does the lineage go back from? Did he move here from Indonesia, or how did that happen? When did your family move to you?
He was born in Surabaya, and then he was there since he was 18. And then from 18 years old, he moved to America. and then he got a citizenship and everything. And then he hasn't been back to Indonesia in 30 years since my last call up. So when he was over there, he was so happy and excited to be there.
So he went with you. So this was the first time you've been to Indonesia for this
Yeah,
game against Lebanon.
Yeah, it was my first time.
What did you know about Indonesia before that?
I knew the food. The food's amazing over there. Nasi bungkus, nasi padang. It's amazing over there.
Hey, is there a good Indonesian spot in LA we should know about?
Yeah, there's this Sengpang Asia. That one's pretty good, but it's not as good as in Indonesia, of course.
Adrian, I understand that, but it's a 15-hour flight. I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna be really hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? That's a crazy trip. I mean, people say, "Oh, I'm going to Indonesia." I go, man, you're going to be flying. I went to Bali once with my wife. It was incredible. Flight there was great. Flight back never ended.
Yeah, it's a long flight.
How do you prepare for a game having to fly that long?
We have activation, of course, and then the pool, stretching. Yeah.
So take us through the approach by the Indonesian national team. What did they when they reached out to you and said this was a possibility? What was the messaging from them?
Yeah, they offered me and they said, "Do you want to come to Indonesia?" And I was really enthusiastic, and then I really wanted to come over there because it was my first time. Also, my dad hasn't been there in 30 years, so me and my dad made a decision that we should play for the Indonesian national team. And yeah, it was really fun and a good experience.
So I was doing some research on Indonesia. It's the by land size 14th biggest country in the world. Is when you put all the islands together. Are you aware of how many people are in Indonesia?
Yeah, it's one of the most populated countries, of course.
280 million Indonesians.
It's a lot. A lot of people.
And you are on their national team. One of 11 guys on that. That's rare air, my friend. It's not. Well, yeah. I will. So just when you look at the populations, I think it's China, India, the United States, and Indonesia is fourth. And they love their football. What was your what was your reaction to seeing your reception when you got to Indonesia, the fans and just the people there that were excited? You're playing a game against Lebanon. This is a friendly, but you guys have potential World Cup. You do have World Cup qualifiers coming ahead. So they're going crazy. They've never made a World Cup. So what was that reception like? And
the fans are so passionate and they're so amazing. It was the biggest crowd I've ever played before. And
how big was it?
How big? I think that game that we played in was like 27,000 people, but it was packed and the fans are amazing. Yeah, the Garudas, that's what the fans are called, Garuda, and they're really cool, man. I couldn't believe it. After the game, we did like a song at the end too, and I got goosebumps. I was starstruck.
So during the game, tell us about you're on the bench. Coach says, Adrian, you're in. Take us through that moment.
I was in. Right when I get in, I was confident that I wanted to score, of course. But first time I got in, I slipped, and I was like, "Oh man!" But we move on to the next play, and it was just fun. I passed the ball. It was just amazing. I can't explain it,
That's amazing. But to me, Adrian, it feels like you're just enjoying this moment. I mean, because it's a high pressure situation because you want to impress, right? Because in October, World Cup qualifiers. Any word on if potentially you could get back there? How did the coaches react to your performance?
I'm pretty sure that they were pretty happy with my performance. I entered the game. I was energetic, and I think I did everything that I could do.
And you play for a big-time club. I mean, how much the Indonesian players that I know there's a lot of Dutch players. Martin Paas, I don't know if he played that game, but he's Dutch. He wasn't there?
No.
But what would you say about the level of how many European-based players or players from outside of Indonesia are on that team?
I think there's quite a few players. Quite a few. Some play FC Utrecht in the Netherlands, and a couple other players in the Netherlands, I think.
Well, that's a good league to plug into. So now you got your first senior cap, and now potentially a World Cup qualifier. If not to put the cart in front of the horse, what would it mean for young Adrian Wibowo to play at a World Cup in the United States?
That's my dream. That's my dream. I really hope that can happen. But one game at a time, and hopefully we win the qualifiers. Our next 2 games against Iraq and Saudi.
This is what I love about the expansion of the World Cup, because it's, people say, it's 32 teams, but we're going to see a 48-team World Cup, and we're going to see countries that may have not, Nate might make it with El Salvador. Denny Boanga might make it with Gabon, countries that don't generally make it. So this is just seeing you. It's created a dream, and it's still a lot of work, as you said, one game at a time, but that could come to fruition. Was that even on your radar like a year ago? Could you even thought about something like that?
I always knew that was my dream, to play in the World Cup. And now it just feels so much more realistic than a year ago.
So, as you know, Son Heung-min is here with LAFC, and we've created a sensation. LAFC is now known in Asia because of what he's done. And now you, at the end of the game, a journalist, Stephen Hahn, asked about you to Steve Cherundolo, and mentioned about how Indonesia could be another market that certainly LAFC could lean into. So I just want to ask you about Son Heung-min first of all. I mean, what's it been like? Have you been able to has he rubbed off on you a little bit with the training? Have you noticed anything he does that you put into your portfolio?
Yeah, he's very fast, very fast. He's also an amazing person, and he's a very funny guy. But what I take from his game is just he's very fast and very technical.
And look, and obviously, well, you didn't get to play in San Jose, but you're on the team bus, you're at the hotel. Any advice? If you haven't asked for, maybe you lean in and go, "Hey, Sonny, what would you suggest a young player like me do?"
Of course, I think he would say take it one by one and take your opportunity and get the most out of it.
When I see you next time, you're going to have this conversation. I want you to go up to him and say, "Hey, Sonny, we're Asian brothers. I need some advice." Hey, Adrian, man, all the best. This was just an incredible development. It was seeing it firsthand with all the social media, and I could see the Indonesian fans gravitate towards you, and I know they're going to be very excited about to get to know you a little bit better. As the folks in Hollywood do already, they know you and they love you. So best of luck. Keep at it. We certainly expect to see you here on the senior team in these final few games with LAFC.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate it.
Adrian Wibowo, forward for LAFC, joining us here on Black and Gold Insider. He's really excited, as he should, and we're excited for him. Black and Gold Insider every week. Until we meet again, I am Max Bretos. Let's go Black and Gold.